Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to Lexington Town Center Field for another edition of 2025 Intercity League Baseball. Tonight's matchup features the visiting Andre Chiefs and your Lexington Blue Sox. Andre comes in tonight with a record of 12-5-1. They are led by their general manager, Chuck Andre, and their field manager, Anthony Perry. Let's meet the starting lineups. Well, hold that thought. Your Blue Sox lead the Intercity League currently with a record of 13-5. They are led by their general manager and field manager, Rick DeAngelis.
Yeah.
Did they get a 13?
They get a win last.
That's my bad. I just looked at the numbers. They jumped a point ahead of it. All right, well, hope that wasn't bulletin board material.
Oh no, Chris, why?
Dude, everybody's gonna get something wrong.
To all fans enjoying the game tonight, we ask that you enjoy tonight's ball game under all tenets of good sportsmanship. We default to the umpiring crew for all decisions, particularly regarding ejections, and their decisions are final. Without further ado, let's play ball.
As Chris Del Sordo was saying, hopefully that's not bulletin board material for the first place. Andre Chiefs entering play tonight with a record of 13-5-1. The Blue Sox, better points percentage anyways, but still a point back in the standings at 13-5. First place on the line tonight here in the Intercity League. Blue Sox baseball and LSP. Sam Feely, Chris Del Sordo, Katrina Good on moral support. And yeah, it seriously is. It has. I mean, if you don't know the lore of this rivalry, especially in the last 15 years, like, you're missing out. But obviously, you don't want to patronize those who have been following these teams and the ICL in general, maybe longer than even I have. But you know that no matter where these teams are in the standings, it's going to be a dogfight every time. And the Blue Sox, having won 8 in a row, looking to make it 9. They get a win, they would be in first place in the Intercity League standings, at least for now. Because tonight, the Malden Mad Dogs are hosting the roommates, the Lexington Bulldogs, over at Maplewood. They are even in the win/points column with the Blue Sox or the Mad Dogs. Obviously, whatever happens, if the Blue Sox and Mad Dogs were to both win, Lexington would still have the better points percentage. But more importantly, when it comes to these two teams, a win tonight by the Blue Sox would assure them of the head-to-head tiebreaker against the Chiefs should the ICL standings and potentially a first-round bye or home field advantage hinge on it. Win tonight by the Blue Sox go a long way to that, and also possibly give maybe a irreversible momentum boost, but we're about to find out, aren't we? As Jack Vola will toe the rubber for the Blue Sox to start this one, and this is the Andre Chiefs lineup he is going to face. It'll be Joe Bova at second, followed by Halil Martinez in right. Yariel Salinas is the DH. Ruben Rodriguez is behind the plate. Michael Soares is at first. You got McCarthy in left. Rosa at third, Tyler Ferdinand at short, and Nick Valdario in center. No friend of the program, Teddy Juba, in the lineup tonight as Jack Vole gets ready to face Joe Bova. First pitch coming at you, 8:03. Down and in, we're underway. These two teams have the best team slugging percentages, top two slugging percentages in the ICL. Follow the Georgetown product, misses down and away. Hitters count early on here for the Chiefs leadoff man. Chiefs in maroon, Blue Sox, shockingly enough, in blue. That'll get it in the inside corner for a strike, and Ball's back in the count, 2-1. Both enters play slashing 300, 470, 380, 2 doubles, 1 triple, 6 ribbies, and 14 walks. 14 walks as well as 15 hits, and he's 5 of 5 in stolen base attempts. But Volo able to get back even the count at 2-2. A little battle here to start the ball game. This epic rivalry. Chiefs winning the Intercity League Championship series against the Blue Sox last year, 3-2, and winning the 5th and deciding game in extras after a pitcher's duel through 7. It's their 2nd consecutive ICL title. The 2 most successful franchises in ICL history doing battle once again. Rick DeAngelis and Chuck Andre, of course, good friends off the field, but there are no friends on the baseball field. There are no friends at the poker table as far as my competitions are concerned. Here we go, 2-2, Volo to Bova. Tried to snap that curveball back to the outer edge, but it is a full count. Ramirez in on the lip of the grass at third. Rest of the infield playing back. I'm going to have to worry about a bunt here, though, I'd imagine on 3-2. Swing and a miss. Tried to hold out there, but that is a sword, right? Okay, good. That's one of the newfangled statistics I haven't fully grasped yet. Here's Jaleel Martinez, the right fielder. He's playing just his 2nd game with the Chiefs. His debut came last night against Stoneham, in which he went 0 for 2, but with a run scored. And trying to send that one into Hanscom airspace, but it is 0-1. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, obviously you're not going to win the game with one swing now. Is that a strike, or did that just bounce off of Maltasea's glove inside? Yeah, it's 1-1. Looked like it would be in a pretty good spot, too, but no argument from Maltasea or Volo. 1-1. I mean, I would never want to leave a ball over the middle against a Chiefs hitter, no matter where they are in the lineup. 1-2 is the count. Yariel Salinas, the designated hitter, is due up, and when he gets up, wait till you hear this little nugget I got for you about his home run numbers this year. First, 1-2 to Martinez is downstairs, 2-2. I mean the cloud cover and the wind, you can kind of feel that like there is some tension literally in the air. Into right field, and that will be caught easily for out number 2 by Jake McElroy.
Now batting for Andre, the designated hitter, number 39, Yariel Salinas.
So here's Yariel Salinas, who enters play tonight with a ICL high 5 home runs. And the Chiefs are historically one of the best power hitting teams in the ICL, and you don't need Maplewood to tell you that. They can crush them with the best of them. Salinas, the latest in a long line of great Chiefs power hitters, as he swings at that one, fouls it off for strike 1. But here's the funny thing that might be a little surprising. Martinez has 5 home runs out of a total of 7 for the Chiefs. The Chiefs, outside of Salinas, 2 home runs. No other team in the ICL gets more than 50% of their home runs from a single player. And if a team was going to do that, you wouldn't think it would be the Chiefs. But Salinas strikes out. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Jack Volo. Chiefs nothing. Blue Sox coming up.
First inning still scoreless. Due up for the Blue Sox, Vanderzauwen, Jones, and Attila.
LSP and Shipping Shield are partners in cards. Shipping Shields are the eco-friendly sports and gaming card shipping protectors trusted by yours truly. Made in the U.S. and Canada on 100% recyclable cardboard. Use the codes and link on the screen or in the description for a discount on your order. We may receive a commission from those orders, but we thank you for your continued support of whatever this is. As we go to the bottom of the first, it'll be Evan Walsh, the left-hander, taking the mound to start for the Andre Chiefs. Walsh, making his third appearance of the season, 0-1 in 8 innings, and a 6.13 ERA. 8 hits, 7 runs allowed, all of them earned, walked 5, struck out 8, surrendered 1 home run. Pitched 4 innings against the Melrose Americans on the day of baseball. Allowed 4 hits and 1 earned run with no walks and 3 Ks. Took the loss against Mass Envelope on July 9th. Went 4 innings, out 4 hits, 6 earned runs, walked 5, and struck out 5.
On the mound for the Chiefs, the left-hander, number 32, Evan Walsh.
Walsh has had kind of a weird career trajectory. He played his first 2 years in the ICL with the Andre Chiefs, then played the next 2 years with the Arlington Trojans, and then every year since 2018 he's been with the Chiefs, except in 2020 when the Yawkey League played, but the ICL did not play a full slate, as this is into center field, but run down, and David Vanderzoun is retired by the center fielder, Nick Valdario, coming in hot for out number 1. In 2020, when the ICL did not play a full slate, but the Yawkey League did get did get something of a season going. He played in 4 games for the Charlestown Townies of the Yawkey League. So quickly, 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the first. David Vanderzoun retires the extra hitter, and here's Brendan Jones. The second baseman takes a strike on the inside corner. It is 0-1. Jones entering play, slashing .412, .524, .765 in 7 games and 17 at-bats. Laces this one down the right field line. That is going to be a foul ball by inches, just a tad bit out in front. Otherwise, he was definitely at second and possibly at third, and I think the only thing that would have prevented him from getting to third is if that ball rolled out of play. Alas, instead of extra bases, it is 0-2. Yeah, but then there's still an opening there, and then there's still the gravel path, yeah. Yeah, but then would it kick onto the gravel path where it's definitely out no matter where the fence is? 0-2. Up and away, 1-2. So Vanderzoun retired quickly, and that'll put a dent in his .351 batting average entering play with a .442 OBP and a .514 slug. Those will find the gap eventually. Oh! Wow. Boy, can you hit your first 3 balls of the game much harder and just get nothing out of it? The line out to center by Vanderzoun. The foul pulled by Jones. It turns to strike 2. And then, hey, you'll take a base hit up the middle in that fashion. No, you will not, as Joe Bova hauled that one in the sinking liner for out number 2. Here is Captain Clutch, Luis Atiles. How's that one off? The other way, 4 strike 1. Atiles talked about last time how the Blue Sox really started to gel around the time that he joined the team, played his first game with the Blue Sox. He enters play slashing .333, .435, .500 with 1 homer and 7 ribbies and 3 out of 3 in stolen base attempts, and he takes that one outside. It'll be 1-1. Fouls that one off, 1-2. I mean, I hope that had something to do with us playing Map of the Problematique, too. So. He's throwing batting practice with Qdoba in one hand. I could never. And Qdoba's been my pregame at these games most of the time since it's been opened. He better hit a home run. Oh, God. Where's that endorsement? 2-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Eric Ramirez due up next. Full count.
That is a striking change between this fastball and the curveball, which is good and bad for him.
Walsh with the payoff. Up and away, ball 4. Telis draws the walk.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 17, Eric Ramirez.
Well, Eric going back to his usual number 17 after a couple of games doubling himself up into Big Papi.
Well, that's last year's jersey.
Wow. Spider's in the chat. Hi, Miles. How you doing? I mean, I don't know. Throw Anthony in there? I don't know. Swing and a miss by Eric. It is 0-1. Ramirez, 457, 469, 652 is the slash line. 9 doubles, no homers, 11 ribbies. Enters play tonight, 3rd in the ICL in OPS. Second in the league in doubles to Michael Soares, the Chiefs' first baseman tonight, with 11. Again, so let's see, that's 4 balls hit on the screws, no hits on any of them, and no runs in that bottom of the first. Well, you can't get too hard on yourself as a baseball player when you hit it that well. Those will find the gaps eventually, but not here in the bottom of the first. Scoreless after 1. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Sponsor content for as little as $25 a spot, whether you want to promote a business, product, or event, or send a message of support to a player, team, or coach. Email yours truly for all the deets. We go to the top of the second. It'll be the middle third of the order due up for the Chiefs. Rodriguez, Soares, and McCarthy. Rodriguez, the Chiefs catcher, with the this hoodie hood draped out the back of his jersey. Don't see that very often in baseball. Down and away for ball 1. Rodriguez entering play, slashing .422, .481, .511 with 4 doubles and 11 ribbies. To short, Telis. 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 37, Michael Soares.
Here's Soares, 358, 452, 566 is his slash line. The aforementioned league-leading 11 doubles, the only player in the ICL in double figures in that category, and 13 ribbies. Breeze is blowing out. If you're like Katrina, who voted for moonshots in the Who You Got poll, well, you might have the right conditions. Warm night, not too humid, and the breeze blowing out. And these two teams going at it, Volo And Walsh better be on theirs tonight. Case in point, or actually that is going to stay in the park. And actually, I don't know. I think Gabardi heard what I said about that and instinctively ran back, but then saw it was going to stay in the park. I mean, yeah. Came back in and made the catch. So 2 up, 2 down, and we'll see if Michael McCarthy can keep the line moving for Andre. 318, 375, 636 is his slash line in 7 games with 2 doubles, 1 triple, and 1 homer. And 7 ribbies, but 10 strikeouts, just 2 walks, and also 7 hits. It's more strikeouts and hits and walks combined. Did not play in last night's game against Stoneham. Against Melrose on the 14th, 2 for 4 with a homer and 2 ribbies. And he's now ahead in the count, 2-0. Grounds this one behind second, fielded there. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Jack Volo.
No runs on no hits, no Blue Sox errors, and no runners left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning. Due up for Lexington, Anderson, McElroy, and Gabardi.
When I say LSP has something for everyone since 2011, I by God mean it. Sports, live events, pet sitting, walking, tech, health, errands, and a whole lot more. Find our Thumbtack page or Linktree LSP37 or email yours truly so we can proceed to give you what you need. We go to the bottom of the second, and the only base runner so far in this game was Lisa Tealish drawing a 2-out walk in the bottom of the first. So let's see if Nick Anderson, Jake McElroy, and Dom Gabardi can do something about the goose eggs you see in the bottom right corner of your screen. Anderson first. Waits that one out, and it is down and away for ball 1. God. Yeah, how can you not? And it is also a ball and a 2-0 count to Anderson, who enters play slashing 400, 436, 629, 2 doubles, 3 triples, and a team high 13 ribbies. The other way, oh, nicely handled at third base, and in time for out number 1. Number 5.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 9, Jake McElroy.
5 balls hit on the screws in the first inning and a third for the Blue Sox, and still no hits or runs. Here is Jake McElroy. One knows the count to Jake. Slashing 303, 343, 515, 4 doubles, 1 homer, 7 ribbies. Another 2-0 count. Two and one. Walsh not a guy to really, groove one, and he'll work the edges, but he'll be in the zone usually more often than not. But historically speaking, over his career, but he's had some struggles this year and last. He's gone from 2-0 to 2-2, and let's see if he can finish off McElroy. Oh, man. Pop this one up. That is caught despite some honks from the peanut gallery on Worthen Road. Able to keep his feet in bounds is Michael Soros, route number 2.
Now batting for the Blue Sox, the left fielder, number 22, Dom Gabardi.
See what Dirty Dom's got with 2 outs and the bases empty. 313, 381, 313 is Dom's slash line. No extra base hits, 5 ribbies though. 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs against Stoneham on Monday night. He's now behind the count 0-2. His hit on Monday was his first since June 30th against the Boston Padres. Bleep, bleep. Hey. Well, another 2-out base runner, but we know what happened last inning.
Now batting, the catcher, number 21, Luke Maltasia.
First hit of the ball game belongs to Dom Gabardi, and we'll see if Luke Maltasia can keep the line moving. 267, 353, 667 is Luke's slash line in 9 games, 4 for 15. 2 homers and 5 ribbies. Into the gap in right center field. That'll get down for a base hit. And it'll be runners at the corners. Rubs off on you. That explains why I've lost that ability. Because you have absorbed it away from me, dear. So Gabardi at third and Maltasia at first for Luke Ward, the first baseman. Ward slashing 214, 421, 250, 1 double and 1 ribby and 7 walks. More walks than hits so far this year for Luke. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it behind us, 0-1. Small lead at first right now for Maltasia. A catcher at first and a lefty on the mound with 2 down. Don't think he's going to be going anywhere. Still draws the attention of Walsh anyways. I mean, to be fair, the Blue Sox have had some good base stealing catchers over the years. Hey, Jeff Vigers, how you doing? And yeah, exactly. Popped up, 2 outs, got to run if you're Gabardi. Did that land fair? No, it is a foul. It bounced fair, but then bounced foul. Oh my goodness, that would have been a wacky way to get the first run of the game home. And speaking of picking him up and putting him down, Maltasia probably would have been on third. Well, anyways, it is 0-2. If you're Maltasea, maybe it can be as nimble as possible to buy enough time for Gabari to sneak in the back door in that situation. That's essentially how the Blue Sox won the game against Stoneham. It was a successful steal at second that allowed Normandy to score in the back door. And we thought he was out at second, too. That looked like a pretty good throw, but it was not in time or one-hopped or what have you. Oh, no! The pickoff attempt goes out of play, and the Blue Sox take the lead. Wow. Got to second anyways. The run is home. The inning's still going here. Runner in scoring position and a 1-2 count to Ward. Swing and a miss for strike three, and the side is retired. Blue Sox score 1 run on 2 hits, 1 Andre error. And it is 1-0 Blue Sox after 2.
For the Chiefs, in the top of the third, Rosa, Ferdinand, and Valderio.
The LSP store is open. Get yourself a DVD or digital copy of most past LSP video broadcasts, or one of several different designs of stickers, shirts, or other merch, including some stuff with my dog, Tina the Long Arena, on it, and some words I've probably said on this here YouTube channel over the years. LSP37.creator-spring.com for merch. Email yours truly for game videos. We'll go to the top of the third, and it'll be the bottom third of the Chiefs order due up. Carlos Rosa, Tyler Ferdinand, and Nick Valdario.
Leading off the top of the third for the Chiefs, the third baseman, number 45, Carlos Rosa.
Rosa slashing 206, 270, 324, 4 doubles, 3 ribbies, 14 Ks, just 3 walks. Jack Volo back out there for his third inning of work with kind of a cinematic backdrop of that cloud cover behind him. Rosa swings at the first pitch, pop up into foul territory, pitching the mask like a frisbee and nearly getting a piece of Ward as the process is Maltasea, but he makes the catch for out number 1. I mean, we do have Luke's back-to-back at the 8 and 9 spots of the Blue Sox order with Maltasea and Ward. That was Maltasea. So 1 down for Tyler Ferdinand, who came in for Juan Parra when he got injured during the postseason last year and turned into an absolute menace the rest of the way. This season, 250, 455, 375 is his slash line. you think about that generally with like hockey goalies. Like whoever heard of Andrew Hammond before his Hamburglar run into the postseason a few years ago, right? For the Ottawa Senators, yeah. Yep. But last year for Ferdinand in the postseason, going 10 for 27 with 7 RBIs. He had a hit in every game of the postseason, including 3 in Game 5 of the championship series, going 3 for 5 with 2 runs and 2 ribbies. It was just only the logical conclusion for the kind of performance he put on. And again, that was in place of in substitution of Juan Parra, who still on the roster. Yeah, he played in the last 3 games of the championship series. They're going 0 for 4 in Game 1 against Melrose. His only hit came in Game 5 against the Blue Sox, but Ferdinand, I mean, next man up, right? And Parr is a former batting champ and league MVP and just an all-around great player, one of the best leadoff hitters, you've ever seen in this circuit. And it's easy to get super defeated, feel super defeated when a guy like that goes down. But the Chiefs, those guys are all winners. And they didn't panic. Ferdinand held the fort and then shared the fort with Parr when he got back, and more power to him. 1-2 count. And Volo delivers. 2-2. One thing you need to remember about guys like Ferdinand, Chris was just saying, these bottom of the order guys can really make at-bats a nightmare for you as a pitcher, especially you got the first batter out relatively easily. And you can't defend a strikeout, so you got to make them earn it, and they do earn it there with the ground out to short. But good at-bat all around by Ferdinand. In the end, however, it is a 6-3 ground out for out number 2. What do you think? What do you think, Katrina? Do you think you need to run to the car and grab the umbrella or something? I don't know. This. I mean, granted, it gets late early out there, but let's take a look at the radar real quick. In the meantime, here's Nick Valdario, who takes outside for ball 1. Valdo slashing 179, 283, 205 with 4 ribbies this season. Skies this one into center. And maybe the best hit ball tonight by the Chiefs. Instead, it is 9 up, 9 down so far for Volo. 2.5 in the books, 1-0 Blue Sox.
Blue Sox 1, the Andre Chiefs 0. Due up for the Blue Sox in the bottom of the 3rd, Acosta, Vanderzauer, and Jones.
Are you down with a sound called LSP? Then follow and support us on the web. Linktree, Facebook, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. Flash your subscribe button. Membership's also available. PayPal and Creator Spring, LSP 37. All the cool kids are doing it. Folks, if the skies open up on us, you can all blame Chris.
Chris has a lot riding on him for this game, honestly, for everybody at home.
Leading off the bottom of the third for the Blue Sox, the designated hitter, number 31, Brian Acosta.
10-1 and 2 due up for the Blue Sox here in the bottom of the third. Acosta, Vanderzauwen, and Jones. Walsh back to work. And a swing and a miss. Late one there from Brian, and it is 0-1. Acosta, 133, 125, 133 with 1 homer and 3 ribbies. You can hear the wind blowing out, and you can see the sky getting grayer. Ball probably carried a little further than it would have with this wind, but still wouldn't be far enough as it's caught and left for out number 1.
The extra hitter, number 46, David Vanderzauwen.
Lineup turns over for Mrs. Vanderzauwen's baby boy, who hit a ball on the screws, the first of a half a dozen balls to be hit on the screws by the Blue Sox already tonight, but that was right into the center fielder's glove for the first out of the Blue Sox offense tonight.
1 foul, 4 caught,
And then the base hit by Gabardi. Dom got the single, then Luke, and then the only run of this game scored on error on a pickoff attempt. Number 7. Yeah. The throw's a little bit to the home plate side of first.
Now batting for the Blue Sox,
And
baseman, number 4, Brendan Jones.
big man first base Michael Soares using every inch of his frame to haul that one in. And considering how Chris described how he fears skies would open up on us, if please understand if I stop the stream so abruptly, so I don't have to see my graphics card get fried again. 1-0 is the count to Brendan Jones. Lined out to second. Into the gap in left center field. That's carrying well, and that is down all the way to the wall for extra bases. Jones at second with a stand-up double. That is the third consecutive inning which the Blue Sox had the first 2 retired and then get a man on.
Now batting,
But does Joe Hendry believe in him is the question.
number 5, Luis Atiles.
So Atiles with a runner in scoring position and 2 down. Again, third consecutive inning to start this ball game. The Blue Sox have the first 2 retired, but then get a man on. Just a walk in the first, couple of singles, and then scoring the first run, an error in the second. So Luis got in store for us here, the third. Grounds that one foul over toward the first base bleachers, and good job by the fan there, clamping down that one. Looked like it popped out of his hands for just a moment, but yeah, I mean that's better than a lot of people will do with a ball hit in that fashion toward him. Certainly better than I would. There's no fence in front of me, so of course I'm going to flinch. 0-1 is the count to Luis. Outside for a ball, it is 1-1. 1-0 our score. Blue Sox scoring the only run of this game. The bottom of the second on an error on a pickoff attempt with runners at the corners and 2 down. Atiles able to hold up. 2-1. Bulldogs and Mad Dogs over at Maple are the only other game on the ICL slate tonight. Fastball just missed, 3-1.
That was going to be a real dogfight. Thank you, Katrina. I know you wanted to say it.
I would never recover no matter which one of you it came from. 3-1 is the count to Atiles. Just late. I don't know. Was that drifted outside? Do you think that would have been ball 4, Chris? Or no, absolutely not. But unfortunately, got there too late, fouled off the other way, and now the payoff pitch forthcoming from Evan Walsh to Luis Atiles. Little grounder to the left side, fielded at third, on to first in time. Or throw that was a bit too hot to handle for Soares, but recovered nicely, slapped the tag on Atiles, and the side is retired. The Blue Sox pick up another hit, but leave another runner, and we are through 3, still 1-0, Lexington. Our next broadcast, weather and authorities permitting, Sunday at 1 o'clock, a rare Sunday hardcore matinee as the Blue Sox visit the Stoneham Sabres at Recreation Park in Stoneham. You can watch live and on demand for free here on LSP. We go to the top of the 4th. It'll be the top third of the order due up for the Andre Chiefs. Bova, Marinez, and Yariel Salinas. Jill's mom came over to us after his at-bat. Just let us know that, I had a typo there. It's not Jalil Martinez, it's Jalil Marinez. 1-0. Bova led off this ball game with a strikeout. These teams entering play the 2 best team OPSs, 2 best slugging percentages rather, in the ICL. And Bova leads off the top of the 4th with the first base hit. First base runner of the game for the visitors, and is immediately the tying run.
Now batting for the Chiefs, the right fielder, number 41, Jalil Marinez.
These teams entering play again with the 2 best slugging percentages in the ICL, and obviously no slouches on the mound either. The 2 best team ERAs with the Blue Sox at 2.22 and the Chiefs at 2.39. Marinez grounds this one to Ramirez to second for 1. 5, 4, 3 around the horn. Rest in peace. First things first, rest in peace, Tony Reale. He's still alive. You can still hear him in our hearts today.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number...
Don't worry, Anderson. I will not tell Rick you're watching. Hey, Rick, Anderson Jimenez is in the chat. You're wondering where he is tonight? He's in the chat. Quickly 2 down for Salinas. And takes a breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1. Salinas struck out swing his first time up to end the first, but You know what he can do with one swing of the bat. Most home runs in the ICL this year at 5. 5 out of the 7 that the Chiefs have this year. It's not uncommon, as I said, to see a Chiefs player have that many home runs. Just uncommon to see one player have just on the Chiefs have such a bulk of their home runs. No, absolutely not. There's nothing surprising about Johnny Welch or Juan Portes either. He's mint. He's money with the sleeves right now. Oh, man. Full count.
Hey, way to fight, Jack.
It is actually the top of the 4th, not the bottom. Sorry about that, folks. Payoff pitch. Here it comes. Fly ball into right, coming in hot and tracking it down is Jake McElroy for the out that retires the side. The Chiefs do get their first hit of the ball game, but Volo is still face the minimum as we are halfway home. 1-0, Blue Sox.
Bottom of the 4th, Ramirez, Anderson, and McElroy.
LSP and Chipping Shield are partners in card. Chipping Shields are the sports and eco-friendly sports and gaming card shipping protectors. I need to get some water. Trusted by yours truly. Made in the U.S. and Canada on 100% recyclable cardboard. Use the code link on the screen or in the description for a discount on your order. We may receive a commission on those orders, but we thank you for your continued support of whatever this is. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Blue Sox still leading 1-0. The Chiefs got their first base hit of the ball game in the top half of this inning, but a 1-5-4-3 double play and one strikeout, flyout to right by Yariel Salinas later, and it is still Blue Sox on top. And Eric Ramirez to the plate, fouls that one off. 4 strike 1. Ramirez hit a seed third that was caught for the final out of the bottom of the 1st. Waits that one out. It goes low for ball 1, 1-1. Ramirez, Anderson, and McElroy due up here on the bottom of the 4th if anyone gets on. Dom Gabardi, who picked up the first base hit of this ball game, his first time up. Eventually came around to score the game's first run. Ramirez into left center field with a wind carrying, and it will be caught in center field for out number 1. Oh, boy. gave it a good ride, but Ramirez now 0 for 2.
Number 33, Nick Anderson.
When you got a guy like Nick Valderio out there in center, though, it's not a matter of whether he'll catch up to it usually. He's got great speed, great fielder. It's a matter of, did you hit it far enough?
He's got such a good first step. Like, he's always headed the right way.
Anderson behind 0-1 after grounding out to third his first time up. Look out, 1-1. Dear, I don't want to get sued for slander, please. Yeah, I know, and then I could be held responsible because it's my channel. The views and opinions expressed in this content do not 2-1. I don't know. Too late.
Sounding like you want to be that guy.
Like with the baseball gods and the rain gods, I'm just saying. You feel what I'm feeling, right?
Yeah.
You can feel it, Mr. Krabs?
3-1. Now here's my question. You see a ball trickle that way, and Nick pitches his bat that way. Is there going to be a problem if the bat made contact with the ball in that manner?
Now batting the right fielder, number 9, Jake McElroy.
Anyways, Anderson picks up the walk. Here's Jake. Is in there for a strike, 0-1.
I got to hand it to Walsh, like with the exception of like those 2 pitches inside on Anderson. He's just like he's right there.
Yeah.
Right over the plate. I mean, not over the plate, but just where he needs to be.
1-1. McElroy popped up to the first baseman Soares his first time up. Back pick attempt, but back safely is Anderson. 1-2. Gabarty due up next. 1-0 Blue Sox. 1 run on 3 hits and 1 Chiefs error. And 1 Chiefs error being the thing that brought home the only run so far. Runner goes, is into left center field by McElroy. That is going to split the gap, go all the way to the wall. Being waved around third is Anderson. The throw is going to be well late, well offline. The Blue Sox lead 2-0.
Now batting the left fielder, number 22, Dom Gabarty.
McElroy now with the 4th base hit of the ball game for the Blue Sox, the 2nd double. And Gabarty, again, who had the 1st base hit for either side, scored the game's first run. Now at the plate with a chance to drive one home of his own. McElroy picking up the double and the RBI. It's fouled in the screen. That is his 5th double and his 8th ribby. 1-1 is the count. Now with 8 ribbies, McElroy pulls into a tie with Jules for third on the team in that department. Ramirez second on the team with 11, and Anderson leading the team with 13. It is 1-2 to Dom Gabardi. Oh, curveball got into the top shelf for strike 3 called.
Now batting for the Blue Sox, the catcher, number 21, Luke Maltasea.
Luke Maltasea. Base hit last time. Put him on first and made him enough of a distraction for Evan Walsh that an errant pickoff throw with him at the first base bag brought home the game's first run. Three and 0. Brendan Jones, by the way, his double, the only hit tonight for a Blue Sox lefty. And probably take all the way. Anyways, it is 3-1. Anderson drawing the walk and scoring. 3-1. Fouled off, and it is a full count. Luke Ward due up next if Maltasea. I'm going to base hitter ball 4 here. Payoff. Inside for ball 4. Maltasea aboard for the second time, and here is Ward. Yeah, I know, right? So from Luke Maltasea to Luke Ward, we'll see if he can improve on the strikeout he picked up his last time and take strike 1 here. So Maltasea with the walk and the single that he has on his line tonight, it's going to do wonders for his numbers. He's gotten over the now 5 for 16 on the year, 3 walks. Do a good job of upping that already respectable 353 OBP. 1-1 is the count. 1020 OPS also going to tick upwards for Malty. Oh. 1-2. Brian Acosta due up next. 1-2 to Ward. Runs inside. Count evens at 2. Blue Sox on top, 2-0. 2-2 with the count with 2 down here at the bottom of the 4th. Nick Anderson drawing a walk and Jake McElroy doubling him home for the 1 run in this inning. Read the top line. Remains 2-2. Infield back. So is the outfield. Wind swirling. 2-2 once again. Here it is. That is in there for strike three called. The inning is over. The Blue Sox do extend their lead on the RBI double by Jake McElroy. 4 in the books now. 2-0, Lexington.
The Andre Chiefs, 0. Due up for Andre in the top of the 5th. Rodriguez, Soares, and McCarthy.
Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Sponsor our content for as little as $25 a spot, whether you want to promote a business, product, or event, or send a message of support to a player, team, or a coach. Email yours truly for all the deets.
For the Chiefs, the catcher, number 12, Ruben Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, Soares, and McCarthy due up here in the top of the 5th for the Andre Chiefs. 2-0 is our score. The Blue Sox on top. First run scoring on an error on a pickoff attempt in the second inning, and then RBI double by Jake McElroy in the 4th. Bottom of the 4th just now. Extends lead to 2-0. It's an inside for a ball, and it'll be 1-0 to Rodriguez, who grounded out to short his first time up. Able to hold up his swing there, and came close to hitting him too in the process, but gets the ball, and it is 1-0. Follow back to work. And no appeal. Press from the Blue Sox, so it is 2-0. Hitters count here for Rodriguez. And just saw some cloud of lightning out in right field. Oh, good job by Luis Atiles to Luke Ward over there at first, able to stretch and haul in that sinking throw for out number 1.
Now batting the first baseman, number 37, Michael Soares.
I think if anything is going to be an indication that we might have precipitation, that could be. Because you have those lights over by the playground up beyond right field. They're flickering. You can kind of see there on the right side of your screen. That absolutely was not that. First place is a little higher up. Here's Soares. 1-0. Soares, as I mentioned earlier, the only player in the ICL in double figures in doubles. 11 so far. 1-1. Soares and then McCarthy, if anyone gets on, Carlos Rosa. Swing and a miss, and it is 1-2. There had been some action in the Blue Sox bullpen a little bit ago. but not anymore. 2-2. Well, looks like he's going to resume. If you're the Chiefs, this is game's still within striking distance. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. 3 strikeouts now in the game for
Number 19, Michael McCarthy.
Jack Volo. And here's Michael McCarthy. Ground out to second his last time. Cole Donato getting loose in the Blue Sox bullpen. That'll be up and away for a ball. 3 first pitch balls in this inning for Jack Volo. Not an exact science, of course, but the more you start seeing hitters' counts. Was that lightning or was that a light going out? That flash over there. Like, you saw that, right? It's not even lightning. I don't know. It's 2-1 after that foul ball. Feeling this will probably be Volo's last inning, regardless. 3-1. Both Sam Steed and Rick DeAngelis with 1 foot outside the dugout, possibly to have a quick chat with him if he does let McCarthy on. 3-1. That's on the outside corner for strike 2. And McCarthy had taken a step and a half towards first, but got the bad news. And now the payoff pitch. Down low, he does take his base. Runner aboard. First walk issued by Volo. The tying run now comes to the plate in the person of Carlos Rosa. Bova with the only hit for the Chiefs, and McCarthy the only other base runner to this point. We'll see if Rosa can capitalize. Well, actually, that's a good question, and now I gotta find out. You can definitely hear Volo running a bit more with each pitch he throws. Probably a sign that he is not used to going this long. St. Sebastian's product. Three and 0. His season high this year in innings pitched with Georgetown was 3. 3 1/3 actually against St. John's on May 2nd. That's a strike. And it's 3-1. He only had 2 other appearances this year in which he went as many as 2 innings against Penn State and George Mason. 3-2. So payoff pitch forthcoming. Michael McCarthy will start his engines. Back-to-back walks with 2 down. That puts the tying run at first and brings the go-ahead run to the plate. And Rick DeAngelo's going to come out. Probably going to be time for Cole Donato. Last year, in fact, for Volo, he only had 2 appearances in which he went as many as 2 innings, and that was the extent of his, those were the longest outings for him in 2024, his freshman year. 2 innings against Albany on March 15th, 2024, and 2 innings against G-Dub. That will do it for Jack Volo, who goes 4 2/3. He is still in line for the win, but Cole Donato will try to get out of this bucket of syrup as Volo is still responsible for the 2 runners on base. He cannot get the loss in this one, but if Donato can get the next out, and Blue Sox can put a couple more runs together, could get Volo the dub, and more importantly, the Blue Sox, their 9th straight. Still a long ways to go, though, because Tyler Ferdinand, a thorn in the Blue Sox side in the ICL Championship Series last year, is the first man, and the new noodle Cole Donato will face. Donato making his 6th appearance of the year. A .875 ERA in 8 innings, has allowed 5 hits, 4 runs, only 1 of which was earned. Walked 5 and struck out 10, hit 1 batter, thrown 1 wild pitch. Last pitch a week ago tonight against TJO, went 2 innings and did not allow a hit, a run, or a walk while striking out 2. The only runs he allowed this year were to the Americans and the Braves in back-to-back appearances on the 9th and 23rd of June. 1 earned run against the Americans in 2 innings and 3 unearned runs against the EI Braves in 1 inning. He faced the Chiefs back on May 28th, win an inning, and did not allow a hit, a run, or a walk while striking out 1. And now it is Tyler Ferdinand to try and prolong this inning and get a comeback going for the Chiefs. 2 on, 2 out. Donato delivers, and the first pitch is swung on, fouled off the other way for strike 1. We had an official broadcast about an hour ago, probably. Speaking of which, this has been a quickly moving game. We started at 8:03, a little late, but here we are at the top of the 5th, just past the hour and a quarter mark. I know, right? But 0-1. Ferdinand misses that. Watches that one go outside. 1-1. Further action behind Donato in the Blue Sox bullpen. Grant Struther getting loose. And is down and in, 2-1. Great hands, right? Swing and a miss, 2-2. Looks like Josh Becker also awaiting instructions in the bullpen for the Blue Sox. 2-2 with 2 on and 2 out here in the top of the 5th. Donato looks at second and comes home with it. Fouled off the other way. Ferdinand, a career .404 hitter since 2012 in the assorted amateur leagues here in the Boston area. And a back pick attempt after the ball nearly sailed out of play. But good job by Ward to haul that one in. No advance by the runners, but it's another full count. So, gentlemen, start your engines. McCarthy about to take off from second, and Rosa to take off from first on another payoff pitch. Donato comes set. Here it is. Oh, boy. Tried to snap that back to the outside corner. Did not get the call. And the bases are loaded.
The center fielder, number 98, Nick Valderio.
3 consecutive walks with 2 out here in the top of the 5th. Now the tying run is in scoring position for Nick Valdario, who flew out to center his first time up. Oh! Fouled off and looked like got a chunk of both Maltese and the home plate umpire. Yeah. I mean, umpires don't always wear helmets behind home plate. Some of them do, some of them. Some of them do wear like the hockey style mask, but others just stick with the mask. Maltese watching out for the man who's calling the balls and strikes, gets back behind the plate, and Donato trying to wiggle his way out of trouble here. He's got McCarthy at third, Rosa at second, and Ferdinand at first. 0-2. Base hit probably ties this game. Donato looking for an out here to get out of this. Got him! The Chiefs pick up 3 2-out walks and get nothing out of them. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 2-0. Blue Sox.
Blue Sox in the bottom of the 5th. Acosta, Vanderzauer, and Jones.
When I say LSP has something for everyone since 2011, I, by God, mean it. Sports, live events, pet sitting and walking, tech help, errands, and a whole lot more. Find our Thumbtack page or Linktree LSP37 or email yours truly so we can proceed to give you what you need. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and after the Blue Sox get out of Dodge with no runs scoring for the Chiefs in the top half of this inning, will be Acosta, Vanderzauer, and Jones. Evan Walsh back out there for his 5th inning of work. Misses down in for a ball, 1-0. Action in the Chiefs bullpen. A.J. Rourke starting to get loose. Laced down the line, but foul. Too far out in front there, and it is 1-1. Walsh started his Intercity League career 0-13 from 2014 to 2017 with the Chiefs and the Trojans. He didn't pick up his first ICL win until 2018, year in which he went 4-3 with a 2.46 ERA and 42 2/3 innings. Best season, probably 2023. 4-1 with a 2.68 in 34 innings and 47 Ks, which is second most in the season for him, behind his 2019 output of 65 in 38 2/3 innings. That's a rate of 1.68 strikeouts per inning.
The extra hitter, number 46, David Vanderzauer.
By far his best, a full 18 more than his second best total. It was in 2023. So with Acosta at first, here is Vanderzauer. Trying to pick up his first base hit of the night. Runner goes, the pitch is a strike, and Acosta steals second. That ball was moving even as Rodriguez was catching it, which was really led to why he didn't even have a throw there. Moving so much even after it caught across the plate that didn't look like a didn't look like a strike from here, but in the end it's not going to matter as Vanderzauer pops up.
The second baseman.
He's 0 for 3.
Brendan Jones.
And here's Brendan Jones, picked up a double his last time up, rather, 1 for 2. He's got the only hit tonight by a Blue Sox lefty. Got a runner in scoring position, though, with 1 down, and a very important insurance run, laying there in scoring position. One and one is the count to Jones, and Atilas due up after him. Down low. It is 2-1. Blue Sox with 1 run in the second and 1 run in the fourth. And escaping a bases loaded 2-out jam in the top half of this inning after Jack Volo went the first 4 2/3. Now we're starting to see some signs of fatigue from Mr. Walsh.
Blue Sox might get lucky here, whereas when Volo kind of started losing command, it was down at the bottom of the Chiefs' order, and you're right.
Yeah, that's the thing. But if you're the Chiefs, you look at it this way. Hey, we got our big bats up sooner to try and start the comeback as there is a walk. So first and second, 2 down as Jones is aboard for the second time. First and 1 down, rather, as Jones is aboard for the second time. And here's Atilas. Yeah, that was on me. Here's Atilas. A walk and a ground out to third. 0 for 1. Swings at the first one, fouls it the other way, out of play for strike 1. Acosta at second. Jones at first. One down. Acosta goes. The throw down is in time. So 1-1 now with 2 down. Chris saying, went on the right pitch, off speed, but strong throw by Rodriguez. Gets him at third. That takes the runner out of scoring position, too. That's strike 2. What a turn of events that could be. You go from first and second, 1 down, to now runner at first, 2 down, and now 1-2 count to Atiles. I mean, that much harder for the Blue Sox to try and extend this lead if they can. Back pick attempt offline, but a good job by Soares to haul that one in, and it is 2-2. Walsh comes set. Waited on that one, drills it into left center field. That'll get down all the way to the wall. Jones being waved around third. Here comes the relay. He is out.
For the Blue Sox, in the bottom of the fifth, no runs on 1 hit, no Chiefs errors.
Perfect relay, though. Cannot
We will head to the top of the 6th inning.
fault the Blue Sox there. That play doesn't happen without a perfect relay. The Chiefs gun down Acosta, stealing third, and then Jones at the plate. And it remains 2-0 after 5. The LSP store is open. Get yourself a DVD or digital copy of most past LSP video broadcasts, or one of several different designs of stickers, shirts, or other merch, including some stuff with my dog Tina the Long Arena on it, and some words I've probably said on this here YouTube channel over the years. LSP37.creative-spring.com for merch. Email yours truly for game videos. Talking with Chris between innings, and yeah, if anybody's going to execute that kind of relay, it's going to be the exact guys who did. Valdario to Ferdinand to Rodriguez. And, boy, there's a lot of what-ifs if you're the Blue Sox. I mean, obviously, if that hit comes on a 3-2 pitch, Jones is probably scoring standing up because it would have been in motion. But if Acosta is still at second, is at third, or even still at second, that gets you your insurance run. Instead, they'll get nothing and like it, and now they have to deal with the top of the order here in the top of the 6th. Bova is ahead 1-0. He is 1 for 2. Has the only hit so far tonight for the Chiefs. A single that ended the streak of 9 straight retired by Volo to begin this ball game. One and two now. Bova, Martinez, and Salinas, and if anyone gets on, Rodriguez. Ramirez in at third. Rest of the infield back. 1-2 from Donato. Oofa.
We like that goal. We like that.
Donato trying the backdoor breaking ball once again to no avail. Full count now. Wind's starting to blow towards third base and in now.
Yeah, wow.
Donato with the 3-2. Drilled into center field. Back goes Anderson. Reaches up all the way to the wall. The wind blowing in. I didn't think they had any chance to get that far, but it is a leadoff double for Bova. He has both of the Chiefs' hits tonight. Bova D's hits. I can make that a lot worse if you want me to.
Right fielder, number 41, Jaleel Martinez.
Fun for the whole family, right? Here's Martinez. Runner in scoring position. The leadoff double by Bova. Grounded to the left side. Ramirez looks the runner back. Fires to first in time. What a job by Ramirez to look Bova back at second. Freeze him there for out number one. Throwing out Martinez. So Martinez is 0 for 3, and here is Salinas. A man looking to make it half a dozen and tie this game with one swing of the bat. Swirling wind. It's blowing in and towards third a moment ago. Now it feels like it's blowing out again. And we saw that in full force on Bova's double, which he actually overran the bag quite a bit, but was able to get back before anyone could try to throw him out and tag him. That would have been a momentum shift and a half, as that is this is the same sweeper basically that Valdario struck out on to end the top of the fifth. That is just a brutal pitch for a righty. 0-2 from Donato to Salinas. Outside corner, strike 3 called. Second time Salinas has gone down by way of the K, and now it'll be up to the cleanup man, Ruben Rodriguez. Couple of groundouts tonight on Ruben's ledger. This feels like the heavyweight prize fights of yore between the Blue Sox and the Chiefs. Nothing easy, as Chris said, with how the bottom of the fifth played out for the Blue Sox, but nothing easy for the Chiefs either. Exactly. Spoken like a man who isn't only into his second year with the team.
This is my fourth Blue Sox Chiefs games that I've been at.
Yeah, true. That too. Craig Counsell-esque. But you would never ask Craig Counsell to be your cleanup man. Oh, you all right over there?
Hey, that's 2 now.
Oh, 0-2 the count to Rodriguez, with Bova still at second. What? Wow. Wow. That was. No, I know. Like, Cole just spun to throw back to second and then basically did his 50 Cent impression. Spike. At any rate, that's an error that allows Bova to get to third. Doesn't matter. Foul tip into the mid, force strike three. And the side is retired. That's the mentality you got to have as a pitcher, what Chris was talking about when Rick said. Like, why would you attempt to pick off attempt there? You know, his run means nothing. That's something you say to pitchers a lot, you know, when they're trying to close out a game. And, I mean, obviously there's still another inning after this, but, yeah, just get your enter. Worry about your hitter and go from there. And thankfully, didn't end up biting the Blue Sox as Rodriguez went down on strikes. Are you down with the sound called LSP? Of course you are. Then follow and support us on the web. Linktree, Facebook, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. Flash the subscribe button. Membership is also available. PayPal, Creator Spring, LSP37. It's the right thing to do. Well, Evan Walsh is going back out there for the bottom of the sixth. He'd seen A.J. Rourke warming earlier, but for Walsh,
number 17, Eric Ramirez.
for Walsh, this is already a season high in innings. It only pitched 4 in each of his first 2 appearances. He's already gotten through 5, and now Eric Ramirez leading off the 6th. Gets on top of that one, grabs the left side, past the diving shortstop Ferdinand into left for a base hit for Eric Ramirez.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 33, Nick Anderson.
Nick Anderson takes his 3rd turn at bat. Walked and scored his last time. Ramirez picking up his first base hit of the game. And that just missed outside for ball 1. Pickoff attempt, and Ramirez is back safely. So Ramirez is now up to 22 hits on the year. That is in there for a strike. 1-1 is the count. Runner goes, swing and a miss, throw down, one hop throwing, got him still. Second runner that Rodriguez has gunned down tonight. Swing and a miss by Anderson in the process. 1-2. And you don't get epic rivalries like the Blue Sox and Chiefs if the players on both teams don't know how to forget. They don't have short memories. Oh boy, that nutmegged soars, and safe at first is Anderson. Because we saw it just now. Leadoff single by Ramirez. He is wiped out on the caught stealing. And nearly got to bases empty, 2 down. Unfortunately, the tough hop at first base for Soares allowed Anderson to reach. Saw that last inning when the Blue Sox had first and second out. We're going to have a pitching chance. It's going to be the night for Evan Walsh. Acosta gets caught stealing at third, and then the insurance run potentially is gunned down at home. And I think the momentum's all in the Chiefs' corner now. And then an excellent inning. That's the top of the 6th by Cole Donato, which is finished off with a strikeout shortly after he commits an error on a pickoff attempt he probably didn't need to make in the first place. I know, right? What I'm saying is, able to forget it quickly and go through the top of the order, too, after the leadoff double by Bova.
I just got dirt on my legs from that.
I hope not. But we got the new noodle for the Chiefs. Sometimes a wild pitch will roll this way and kick some dirt up against the backstop, and new noodle indeed for the Andre Chiefs. Is going to be John Shepard, the right-hander. And with a runner at first and 1 down, he takes over for Evan Walsh, who is just pitched a season high 5 1/3, but is on the hook for the loss if the Chiefs don't turn this around at the top of the 7th. Jake McElroy will be his first assignment.
The right fielder, number 9,
But,
Jake McElroy.
add on to his double from last time up. McElroy's got the only RBI in this game. Remember, the first Blue Sox run was scored on an error on a pickoff attempt on which Gabardi scored after the ball had gone out of play. Two and 0 in short order to McElroy, with Gabardi due up next. Final 10 games of the season for the Blue Sox at 13-5 and looking to make it 9 wins in a row if this score holds. Try to make it a perfect 10 on Sunday against the Stoneham Sabres. What has become a rarity, a scheduled Sunday day game. At the top of the zone for a strike. Sunday Hardcore Madness, which is a Dropkick song, in case you wonder why I use that specific term. And anyways, 3-1 is a count. That make attempt was nearly disaster for both teams there. 3-1. Fly ball into right, and it'll be caught for out number 2. So McElroy thought he had ball 4 there, but instead it was strike 1, swings to the next one, and it is a fly out, and he's 1 for 3. And now Anthony Perry going out to talk to. Oh yeah, we don't have the 3-batter rule in the ICL, folks. So yeah. So now AJ Rourke is going to take over after the 1 batter faced by John Shepard. So AJ Rourke is going to take over, and he is the number 2 pitcher in the ICL in ERA at .89, 2-1 with 1 save, a 1.099 WHIP in 23 2/3 innings. Allowed just 3 earned runs while striking out 31 and walking 7. So he's going to have to try and freeze the Blue Sox offense here for 1 more out and turn it over to the Chiefs offense in the top of the 7th to try and take the lead. And that's going to be Soares, McCarthy, and Rosa due up for the Chiefs.
The left fielder, number 22, Dom Gabardi.
And now here is Dom Gabardi. 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. That is downstairs for a ball. Oh, to strike. Oh, yeah. I was going to say. Mentioned the Sabres game on Sunday. Runner goes, pitch is grounded to short. Only play will be to first after the double clutch. Still in time to get Gabardi for the out that retires the side. Well, the Blue Sox, what happens tonight? The Blue Sox have the Sabres Sunday if there isn't going to be an inch of rain in the area. So we'll see if the Blue Sox can get some momentum going into that one after you do Rick math on the weekend. But first, the Chiefs. 3 more outs against your arch rivals before you can call yourselves winners of 9 in a row and also call yourselves first place in the league. Indeed, weather and authorities permitting, Sunday, 1 o'clock, first pitch for the Blue Sox and the Stoneham Sabres. Day baseball, folks. It's American as apple pie. As we go to the top of the 7th, a couple of defensive changes for the Blue Sox. It's going to be Harrison Tucker taking over at first base, and on the mound to close things out, Josh Becker, the right-hander making his 8th appearance of the year. He is 2-0 with 1 save and has not allowed a run in 10 innings, 5 hits, no walks, 20 Ks.
Sounds like a good choice.
Leading off the top of the seventh for the Chiefs, first baseman, number 37, Michael Soares.
Soares, McCarthy, and Rosa due up for the Chiefs. And here comes Becker. And sails that one high for ball one. With a full windup, here comes the 1-0, and that is down low. 2-0.
Is Josh Becker still in school? And if so, where does he go? Just throwing that one at you. Sorry.
3-0. First walk of the year allowed by Josh Becker, and it's a 4-pitch walk to lead off the top of the seventh, and it brings the tying run to the plate.
The left fielder, number 19, Michael McCarthy.
Soares reaches. Fourth walk issued by Blue Sox pitching tonight. McCarthy drew the first of them his last time up. He's 0 for 1.
Hey, boy, Josh.
And hits the outside corner for strike one. Infield at double play depth. Tucker holding on Soares at first. Little chopper, probably only one play here. Ramirez. One down. It does get Soares to second.
Now batting the third baseman.
Actually, we might have a pinch hitter for Carlos Rosa, and it looks like that is indeed the case.
Now batting in the spot of the third baseman, we have a pinch hitter. Entering the game, number 35, Ryan Beret.
Ryan Beret will pinch hit for Carlos Rosa with a runner in scoring position and one down here in the top of the seventh in a 2-0 ball game. Swing and a miss.
Becker played for UMass Lowell. Last season was 23.
When Ramirez has to come all that way to make that play to retire McCarthy, you have the other infielders doing the right job, directing traffic to have Vitiles cover third in case Soares wanted to sneak in the back door, and he probably did the wise thing in the end, all things considered, and stayed at second, because you don't want to run yourself into a double play in a 2-run ball game as Beret fouls that one off, and it remains 0-2.
Proud of me that I knew how to figure that out.
Beret looking for his first hit of the ball game of the season, but instead he strikes out. Out number 2.
Now batting for the Chiefs, the shortstop, number 7, Tyler Ferdinand.
Well, Tyler Ferdinand drew a walk his last time up. We told you about his heroics for the Chiefs in last year's postseason run. Had a hit in every game of the postseason, culminating with 3 in the Game 5 victory in the championship series. Looking for some more heroics here. 1-0 is the count. Ferdinand 0 for 1 with the ground out to short and a walk, and also teamed up for a perfectly executed relay on the double by Vitiles that resulted in Jones getting gunned down the plate for a potential insurance run. It's only been the 2 runs tonight for the Blue Sox, and the 1 the second, the 1 the fourth. It's been all the scoring to this point. Ferdinand fouls that one off. 1-2. First place on the line in this one. A Blue Sox win would also clinch the head-to-head tiebreaker over the Chiefs. Let's see if Ferdinand can prolong this one. Becker comes set. Breaking ball in there for strike 3 called, and the ball game is over. It is the 9th straight win for the Blue Sox. Coldonado gets the dub. Evan Walsh takes the L. Josh Becker with his 2nd save of the year in a game that took 2 hours on the nose. 2-0 is your final. The Blue Sox are now 14-5, and the Chiefs are now 13-6-1, and the Blue Sox in possession of first place. Sam Steed making sure we announce Coldonado picking up a hold, but I don't know if the ICL actually tracks those. But anyways, clearly someone does. Yeah, Bruce and Sam do. And yeah, the Blue Sox 9 in a row now, 14-5 first place in the ICL. 2nd win in as many tries against the Chiefs this year, clinching the head-to-head tiebreaker should any standings depend on it. The Blue Sox getting hot at the right time. And this is a great example of why you need to have a short memory to be a successful athlete in a number of situations, both for the Chiefs and the Blue Sox, actually. Someone had to lose this game. I guess technically it could have been a draw, but tough that anyone had to lose this game. It was just phenomenally played. Chess match throughout. And in the end, the Blue Sox make it 9 in a row, and they're 14-5. I know, right? It was his first walk of the season, Josh, and then pew, pew, pew. I know, right? Like, there's your final lesson of having a short memory in this game. I'll let them know you said that. So with that said, this has been a presentation of LSP, something for everyone since 2011. Copyright 2025, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of the Lexington Blue Sox or LSP is strictly prohibited. If you'd like to support future LSP content, you can buy shipping shields with the link and code on the screen or in the description. Sponsor future content, hire us to work your next live event or whatever else we can do for you on any given day. Buy some of this wonderful merchandise from the LSP Creative Spring Store or some videos of past LSP broadcasts. Follow us on social media, of course. It's the right thing to do. YouTube membership's also available at LSP37 and all of those lovely websites. And, of course, weather and authorities permitting, Sunday at 1 o'clock, Blue Sox, Sabres, Sunday Hardcore Matinee. Be there and or be square. Once again, the final score from center field at Lexington High School in Lexington, Mass. is the Lexington Blue Sox 2 and the Andre Chiefs nothing. For Chris Del Sordo, Katrina Good, and all my very rowdy friends here at LHS, my name is Sam Feeler, reminding you forever and always, freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in. Fresh for 2025, suckers. Love you, Katrina.